This science-backed scalping strategy constantly gives me days like this, and this. And I'm about to share you exactly how it works. It's so simple that even if you're a beginner, you can't mess this up. And the best part, that it works every single day in the New York trading session. In this video, I'm going to show you the complete strategy and also break down a trade recap that made me over $10,000 in one single trading day. This scalping strategy has just 4 simple steps, and I'm going to show you how simple it is. First, you need to mark out the Asia session and London session highs and lows, which you can either use with a sessions indicator like so, which plots on your Asia session, London session, and when New York session begins, that will plot it out. Or what you can also do, which is something that I'd prefer to do, is mark out highs which have been taken, lows which have been taken, and areas of liquidity which have not yet been taken, such as in this case, the London highs and the New York lows. Next up, you want to wait for either one of these session highs or lows to be taken, and then wait for validation before your next move. Here you can see that the London highs were taken and price drove immediately lower into the New York lows, and we saw validation in the way that this price rejected these lows and then started to take away to the upside. Now, it's important to factor in that we don't need a higher time frame bias. However, it will help you with choosing the overall major move of the day. So now let's head on to the 1 minute time frame where we're looking for our scalping entry model. So now that we're on our 1 minute time frame, we can see that step 1 was session-based liquidity. When New York opened at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, it drove into the lows of that trading session, and instead of continuing lower, disregarding this liquidity zone, instead, we got step 2, which is validation. Validation meaning price reversed and committed in the opposing direction, validating this area as a liquidity sweep. Now that we have session-based liquidity and validation, the step 3 is confirmation. So if we play this forward, the confirmation is when we see higher highs, because we're seeing bullish intent here, producing in the market. So we want to see price continue higher beyond these highs before moving into step 4, which is our final entry model. So our 1 minute entry model is simply going to be a retrace into a previous range and a run on liquidity. So if we see these lows as a draw for price, we wait for price to run in, and you can either take it off of these, or you can do what I did, and I'll show you the screenshot of my entry now, where I waited for further confirmation of another 1 minute high. So let's play this forwards. You can see price does run in. So you can take entries in this area, but it does run more risk. I like to see 2 higher highs to give me full confirmation. And as soon as price breaks above that high, that's when I'm entering the market. Give your stops a good breathing space around 30 points minimum. And then this was a 2-to-1 position, and we'll play this forwards. You can see it goes and takes the highs. Next, I'm going to show you another live position that I actually took on the following Wednesday on NQ as well. And I'll run through the exact same system, that same 4-step process. Here we are simply on the following Wednesday, just to show you how repeatable this strategy is. We have our sessions plotted on here. We do have a larger range over to the left, which ran into a higher time frame pool of liquidity. Like I say, you don't need higher time frame bias for this scalping strategy, but if you do have it, it does give you an upper hand on edge. So step 1 is session-based liquidity. So I'm going to mark out the highs and lows which have and have not been taken. London has not been taken yet, so that's available. Asia highs have been taken. Asia lows have not been taken yet, and we do have some lows just resting slightly next to this, so I'm going to plot them just down here. And we also have so far New York to open up and take New York lows. So let's play this forwards. We can see New York drives right into the lows of that session, but also way below London, which had already been swept, and way into the Asia lows. Now, this is going to be inducing bears into the market, but as we have that higher time frame bias, we know that this is a higher time frame sweep over to the left, and we've now taken out all of the session-based sell-side liquidity of the day, and what's left behind is the London highs, which are going to be the target for this trade. Step 1 is complete. We have session-based lows taken. Step 2 is validation. So we need price to drive away from this to validate this area as a run on liquidity, which we can see price driving away now. For step 3, we jump down to the 1 minute time frame and we look for confirmation. So you can see we've had the final bearish range on the 1 minute. We've had a market structure shift to the upside where we've seen multiple higher highs printing and then prices come all the way back down. And actually, this was the entry right here. And I'm gonna show you the screenshot on the screen right now. Again, with around a 30-point stop, and we can set our target at either the New York highs or the London highs. In this case, we can target the New York highs, which is actually almost a 3-to-1 position, and we'll play this one forwards. Target met at the London highs. Let's go back to the 15-minute just to show you that this is the London high that we had plotted previously. London highs were left behind. New York took out all the session-based lows of the day and then reversed, gave you validation, lower time frame confirmation, entry model after 2 higher highs and a run on liquidity and a mitigation of the previous 1-minute range, hit buys and then target, like I say, opposing side liquidity at New York highs or London highs because that had not been taken prior. We take trades like these almost every single day inside my Traders Accelerator program. If you're fed up of feeling lost and confused at the charts and actually want to see results using a systematic, science-backed strategy, have all of your trades reviewed by me personally, and jump on live sessions with me every single week, you can apply as long as there is a link in the description below. Before you leave, make sure that you've subscribed to the channel. Over 50% of my viewers are watching without being subscribed. And with your support, I'm looking to bump that up to 2 uploads every single week. And before you leave, if you're interested in hanging around for another video, I recommend you going over and watching this video I uploaded last week, sharing how I made over $32,000 trading just 21 days from one liquidity concept. Give that a watch, make sure you've subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you in next week's upload.